Good morning everyone. Welcome back to host-tune-perform.com. So till now we have recorded our first script. I'm just opening up this script. This was what we recorded last time. And we have already discussed about HTTP methods. So these are the two methods which you will encounter in 99.9% cases. It will be very rare you will get a method, you will encounter any other method except these two. So you need to understand these two methods, some concept of these two method. Let's go ahead with HTTP GET. So when you say that HTTP GET, it has a request and a response. HTTP POST, it also has a request and a response. So every request communication, whenever the client makes a request to the server, it gets a response for a GET method. Whenever a client performs a request to the server, it gets a response for the POST method. What is the difference? The difference is about the communication process, the mechanism, the syntax which they follow. So when we say that it is a GET request, so we say that a GET request will always have the headers. It means that it will have HTTP headers, and it will not have HTTP body. So it does not have HTTP body. Why it does not have HTTP body? It does just have HTTP headers, because you want to tell the server that you want to get something out of it. You want to get maybe a HTML page from the server. So you are saying that I have these. I'm giving you these headers. These headers define the basic type of the browser, maybe the browser settings or maybe some other settings. You will just see these things in the JMeter after a while. Let us first understand the difference between GET and POST. So it has the HTTP header. The request has the HTTP header. Then the request does not have the body, but the response has the body, because when you get the response back from the server, it needs to give you the entire page, and it is big, so it gives you it in a body. So every communication which happens between client and server, it may be request or response, they can have two parts. Every communication of HTTP can have two parts, which is header and body. So it means that the request can have header and body, the response can have header and body. Will they have header and body? How will they have, and what will it contain? It depends on the type of method. Such as GET will have the the GET request will have the header, but it will not have the body. GET response will have header and body both. Similarly, POST request will have the header and it will have the body, because you need to post data to the server. So why we require body is because we have a limitation of header. We cannot flood it with a lot of text. So we have a limitation in header. We can fill in some limited amount of text into it. You may have seen some text boxes which have a limitation of filling up to 1000 characters. So this is the same case with header, but the body does not have any limitation. Second important thing, the difference between GET and POST is the GET request gets cached, but the POST does not get cached. Mostly in 95% cases it does not get cached, but there may be a very rare chance that the server requests the browser to cache it, but it is very rare. I have not seen this in my lifetime. Third is the POST may or may not have a body. So it also depends, if it is required, it can have the body, but if not required, it may not have the body. I will just give you an example of this we encountered last time. So I will just make you realize. Now let us go ahead and move to JMeter. So today we will be just discussing about view result tree. So this is a component in JMeter. You need to go to the test plan, right click over here, add, and see it in listeners. You will see it in listeners, view result tree. So what are listeners, what are threads, what is configuration element, what is timer? We will discuss about it later. Let us first understand only one thing, which is view result tree, and this is a very important component of JMeter. So view result tree is a component of JMeter which helps us see the actual request which is going on and actual response which is coming out during recording or during a test. in GUI mode. So when you say that you are getting the actual request and responses, like last time we recorded this session, and you can see the home page. So you can see the request. So request, you can see the request body, you can see the request headers. So these are the headers of request. So you say that connection is close, referrer is the previous, like this before this request, what request was made. Then we have the language, so it accepts US language. Then we have the host, this is our host, this is what we call as host. Then we have accept encoding, like it accept these two type of encoding. Then it was coming from Mozilla Firefox. We know that we recorded it from Firefox, so it contains this. So server knows by using these headers like what kind of request it is and like how it is getting this request. Similarly, the request header, you can see the request body, but like it does not have any data over here and it does not have any cookies. Now we go to another second request. Again, this is the request, and this is the request headers, and this is the response. So I just missed it, like let's discuss about the response for the first page. So response body and response headers. So again, header, we have got the 200 code from the server, it means HTTP okay. So you will have to understand like and read about HTTP protocol a little bit. So we are not covering the HTTP protocol part in this tutorial, and like I am just covering the important facts like which are used in HTTP protocol. So HTTP 200 means the server says that the request was like came up to the server and it seems to be okay, and the server has responded to the request. So you go over here, you can see various formats. So like this is the text format, like whatever body comes in, it is shown as it is over here. You can see it in various other format. The mostly uses text format and download resources in JMeter. So you can go over here and see like this looks like this on the browser. So this looks like this on the browser. So now again you can go to the second request. Again, these two requests are combined in the first request. If you see that these two requests were like both of the requests were shooted when we like hit one URL. So it is not necessary that only one request gets shooted when you hit a URL. There can be multiple requests which are attached to a single URL. When you click on a URL, it is possible that the multiple requests gets shooted. So again we are going to view result tree. In view result tree, then we come to sign up. Sign up is again get request, and it is showing us the username, password and get info true. So these are the variables. After question mark, these are the variables. This is the variable name equal to variable value, and variable name, variable value, and variable name, variable value. So username and password does not have any value. You can see that after username there is an equal to, then an and. After password there is an equal to, then an and. Get info has a value which is true. So it has also send us a cookie which is MSO SID. This cookie we will discuss about cookies later again. Today our intention is to understand view result tree. So what is view result tree? View result tree is a component of JMeter which is a part of listeners, and it helps us see the request and response details while we run the test or while we record the test. So this is the place where you will find all the details about your request and response. Thank you.